at that point, I was just like, something is wrong with this scale. I'm like, I don't fit my clothes. Like, I have to do something. I have to do something.
This a K1.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys. I'm going to teach you guys how I lost 15 pounds in a month. And there's a lot of things that went into it, and I was able to do it without working out and strictly dieting. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about why I want to lose weight, what I did to lose weight, and maybe something that I say can help one of you guys if you are trying to shed some pounds, okay? So let's just get into the video. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but I am a chatty ass bitch, so it might be a little long, but that's okay because you guys love me. I guess we could start off with like why I wanted to lose weight. Well, I graduated in 2017 and college was a roller coaster for me. I gained maybe 10 pounds in college. Not so much weight considering I was like a cheerleader and I was dancing and I was doing all these things and I was so busy. I was working part-time and I was going to school and I wasn't sleeping and I wasn't eating and I was broke. That's why I wasn't eating. And like all of that, the stress and everything kind of just kept me at a decent size for my college career. And then after I graduated, things kind of slowed down. I was just working and coming home and eating and working some more, eating at work, eating when I come home. Like I would have a second lunch when I got home, and then I would have dinner later on at night. I wasn't as stressed. I was getting enough sleep. You know, I was kind of eating whatever I wanted whenever I wanted to. And like I also suffered with PostGrad Depression, and eating was one of the things that helped me kind of cope with it. Like I eat my feelings. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm happy, I'm eating. Like I just eat my feelings a lot, and it was a really unhealthy way to deal with what I was feeling after graduation. You know, post-grad depression is probably like a whole nother video I should make in itself because I still struggle with it, but I am much better than I was before, like around this time last year. I dealt with that. I had post-grad depression. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, because I could do that and I had the money to do so. So I was doing it, and I gained probably 30 to 40 pounds. I can't do math, but like when I graduated college, I was around 165. And I'm generally a heavy person. Like my weight has never really reflected how my body looks. Like if people ask me how much I weigh, they'd be like, what, you weigh that? Because I'm just like heavy boned or big boned, whatever it is. So I'm just a heavy ass bitch, okay? Like I'm just heavy. I never really concerned myself too much about my weight. Like I always felt like I was bigger than I wanted to be, but I was just accepting my thickness, and I just didn't, it wasn't something that I was focused on until about a month ago, when I was at work and I got on the scale and it said that I weighed 200 pounds. And at that point, I was just like, something is wrong with this scale. Like something is freaking wrong with this scale. Like it's broken. That was my first instinct. That was my heaviest that I ever been in my whole entire life. And once I realized that, whoa, like I really gained a lot of weight. And also like I've been wearing a lot of the same clothes that I had since high school, like throughout college and everything. I was wearing a lot of the same clothes, and then they started not to fit. Like my jeans didn't fit, my shirts didn't fit, my business casual clothes that I wore for my job interviews my senior year of college did not fit. Like I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't fit my clothes. Like I have to do something. I have to do something. I took to YouTube and I started looking up ways that I can lose weight without necessarily having to go to the gym, because everybody always says that losing weight is like 95% what you eat and then 5% working out. And I could work out and go to the gym and blah, blah, blah. Like I have a treadmill and an elliptical, all that stuff in my house, so I don't really have to even get a membership to work out. But the dieting part is what was going to be really hard for me. So I felt like before I got myself into like a schedule, I had to figure out how to diet, like what was my diet going to be, and it had to be something that I can stick to. So I adopted what you call intermittent fasting, and I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a health coach, I'm not a professional, let's just disclaimer, but I started intermittent fasting, and basically how it works is that you eat for 8 hours of the day, and for the rest of the hours of the day you don't eat anything, you just drink water. So I started that, and I work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. so I take my lunch break around 12. So I did 12 to 8 p.m. That was like my eating window. I wouldn't eat until 12 noon, and I would stop eating after 8 p.m. And what this is supposed to do is speed up your metabolism and obviously lower your calorie intake. However, you can still, you can fit however many amount of meals that you want to eat within the 8-hour period, but you want to make sure you're eating healthy, obviously. But I think this was one of the things that really helped me, in addition to the other things that I'm going to talk to you guys about that I did with my diet to help me lose weight. But I think cutting it into that window really did speed up my metabolism in a way where, like, I was really hungry in the morning, but I was at work and I was busy and I was working. I just wouldn't take my breakfast break like I normally would. I would just like guzzle down a bunch of water and try to satisfy the hunger until noon came, and I would have a good lunch. So I did that, and I think you should really try intermittent fasting if you can handle the moments of hunger, because it is really hard to train your body to do it. And I didn't stick to it like super strict. Like some days I might eat a little bit after 8 because I might not have been home, I might not have been able to get food, like, you know, life happens. But for the most part I did stick to the 8-hour window, and I would only eat during those times, and I would only drink water. So that's the first thing, intermittent fasting. The second thing that I did was I was looking up different dieting types. Like there's like the keto diet, and there's like all these other diets that you can go and read and do your own research about. But I knew that carbs were my problem, and that rice, bread, pasta, potatoes, those are the things that like I can binge eat. Like I love pasta, I love spaghetti, penne, rigatoni, linguine. I just love pasta, and I love rice, and there aren't many meals that I have that don't include one of those, whether it be fries, potatoes, pasta, rice, bread. I ate a lot of that. So my diet was like 75% carbs. Like I'll have a little bit of protein and a little bit of veggies and like a half a plate of carbs. So I cut out carbs cold turkey. I did not eat them for the month that I was doing this. I think what doing that really did was cut down my carbs significantly. So where if one day during that week I decided to have a little bit of brown rice or a little bit of pasta or a little bit of potatoes, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference, and I was still able to lose a lot of weight because I was cutting down significantly, in addition to doing intermittent fasting and only drinking water and not drinking juice or soda or any of that stuff. I would only drink water. And I guess you could consider this like a modified keto diet. Like I tried not to stick too specifically to any like name brand diet. Like I didn't want to be too hard on myself, but I knew that I needed to not have carbs. And I also increased my vegetable intake. I am a picky eater. It's not that I don't like vegetables, but the vegetables that I do like, there's not that many of them, so I can tend to get sick of them. Like I like broccoli, and I like string beans, and I like peas, and I like asparagus, and I like those kind of vegetables, but I'm not really a salad person, and I'm not really like, I don't like really lettuce or cabbage or the leafy greens. I'm not a fan of, and those are the ones that are best for you. So trying to incorporate those more and more into my diet was a challenge for me. However, I did increase my veggie intake significantly because there was no carbs, and you can't just have protein by itself. Like you can't just have a grilled chicken breast and not eat anything else with it. You have to have something with it. And I think that was the biggest factor in me losing so much weight. Well, 15 pounds in the grand scheme of things, I guess, isn't that much weight. I currently weigh 185 pounds, so I lost exactly 15 pounds. But throughout my journey, I did realize that my weight fluctuates a lot. Like, it fluctuates a lot from one day to the another. Like, I could be up or down 2 to 3 pounds. So I try not to focus too much on the number, but just how I feel in general. And I do feel a little bit better. I am excited that I was able to lose 15 pounds so quickly, because just changing the way I eat, like, that really made such a big difference. And I just want you guys to know that you don't have to stick so strict to any diet or any plan or any workout schedule, because the moment that you force yourself to stick to this like strict schedule, it makes it so much harder, at least for me, to stick to it, you know? It needs to be a little more flexible. You got to be patient with yourself and kind of gradually get yourself into a little schedule, and you'll start to see the results that you want to see. So in the future, I'm going to start making more videos, tracking my progress or whatever, just to keep you guys updated. And I do want to start like kicking up my workouts a lot more, because I saw how much weight that I could lose just eating properly and changing my diet and my eating schedule. Just imagine how many more pounds I could have lost if I was like going hard with the cardio 3 times a week, you know? So it is a work in progress. If losing weight can help me feel a little bit better about myself and give me a little more confidence, I think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you gotta do what's right for you in life. And if I somehow decide to, you know what, go back to eating whatever I want to and be fat and 200 pounds, then I can do that. But this is what I'm doing for now. I'm trying to stick to it. I've had a little bit of a lapse, so I gained maybe 3 pounds back from eating carbs again. Carbs are the devil. This is the moral of the story. I know I've been talking a lot, but carbs are really the devil for me. Like, my body reacts to them so negatively. Like, I hold on to all of that weight. Like, all the carbs just turn to sugar, and it just turns to fat. And my body, like, instantly, like, I could have 1 slice of bread and I will gain 5 pounds. Let me know if any of this rambling helped you guys, because watching videos like these really helped me kickstart my weight loss journey, and I just want to help you guys feel better about yourselves the same way I'm starting to feel better about myself. And I want this to be a safe space for myself to just kind of vomit all of my creative ideas in one place, and you guys just eat it up. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I think that's all I want to say. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this like more personal side of me, but people are actually watching my stuff and looking forward to my content, so I couldn't be more happy to have this little side hobby to help me get through my post-graduation slump. I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video. Talk to me in the comments as always, because I like to engage with y'all, and that helps with my analytics, you know. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.